How's it going, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. 2024 is upon us, and we've got the Christmas update to the simulator. I'll be playing versus my good buddy Minikilt. I actually played one game off camera, and I was like, oh, this went pretty well. The new sim's kind of nice. Let me get some new footage in. So I'm back on GraceNova, this time without the Keenan stuff. Applying the choice restriction. In fact, we're both playing post-ban. He's playing with just the one of Garurumon and Gabumon X antibodies. And he is on mostly purple core, still on the blue eggs, because he's on the blue X antibody. You can already see a little bit of new spice, some ideas taken from the banned Zubamon. Still not going to be dropping it yet. We're just going to go for maximum memory efficiency, and we've gone 3 wide on the level 4s. So plenty of searching. He doesn't seem to have the 5 yet. So both of us kind of on a brick. And he's going to drop us the Melga because he thinks he'll get away with it. I'm going to bounce back the level 4 to hand with the Lunamon to gain back 2 memory. Going to spend that 2 memory. We're going to find a brand new Lunamon and bottom deck the rest. Degenerate using the Lunamon main to pop the 4 underneath, which gives us back 2 memory. Then we also get to draw off of the Garurumon egg because a card was added to our sources by an effect. It's definitely a neat little 5th egg. Big fan of it. Always enables the red source for Rowdy Rocker as well. Gonna go Zubamon for 3 over, bounce the Melga to hand, which is going to gain us back the 4, and then we have that memory to then Rowdy Rocker. So we're going to put the Coronamon underneath. And then we're going to use the Cressamon for 1 to stun the mat. And now we can use the new Coronamon that was put in there with Rowdy Rocker to go into Firemon. Gain back the 2. Pop for the 1. And then we are going to go into Apollomon with Blitz, which will be swinging for 3 checks at 16k. And we're going to hit Kakaitis Breath on the first one. So, Lamau, the whole stack, gone. And now, Matt going to send him to 3. At least Matt can't go sideways, and it doesn't look like he's found the 5. He has to kind of commit to pushing out. He's going to play the Gabumon X, which is going to find the Garurumon, so he's just going to probably Evo that in the back. Yeah, going to pass this over 3 once again, and we're back to square one. Another Lunamon, which we'll get to at least bounce something later. And we're in kind of a weird position where we don't really have too much memory. Going Flaremon here will pop the Gabu. And we can't set up for a GraceNova, so it's possible that we just go for a big check. We know we're going to eat a decent amount of memory if it comes out. And it looks like... Ooh, okay. So we're going to use Goodnight Moon to play the Soenkaio, which is then going to degenerate the 5 and let the 6 evolve in... let the Zudamon Ace evolve instead. We will get that 1 check off, and we've stunned the mat. Obviously, we passed over quite a bit of memory. But the Firemon is going to be there to try and like chunk a little bit of the protection for our Apollomon. Really, what we probably should have done is we should have evolved Coronamon in the back here rather than Lunamon, because we kind of didn't respect that he had the rest of the line and was just missing the 5. So he is going to swing. It's not going to die on that first check. It has no battle protection as well, so that would have been a great way to out it, but unfortunately not. Evolve for 3. And then most likely going to trash an amount. Looking like he's choosing not to trash any. Instead is going to swing, use the Melga effect to trash a second Melga X, which pops the Firemon. And is going to go with the X Evo into Melga X, which will now gain back the memory and bounce the Apollomon back to hand, overflow 3. Now he's got plenty of memory to play with. 1 check. Another 7k. I'm going to go Gabumon finds the Were X. So we're a little bit behind now. Passes us exactly 3 because we have the mem setter. And he is set up quite nicely. Yeah, if we had Coronamon here, I think we could probably still snatch game, but we're just like, that one memory is going to matter a lot. Check 3, find 2 targets. Even if we degenerate here, it wouldn't do anything. This is going to evolve for 3, unfortunately. Yeah, that's going to evolve for 3. Stun the Melga, but it wouldn't have been enough, actually. The Coronamon wouldn't have mattered. Maybe if we're on the Sunmon, then you... like, if you get the Sunmon egg plus Coronamon, then maybe you're at 4. Cycle for 2, you spend 1 less. I think you can get into the Cressamon for... just 1 cost, and it ends up allowing us to maybe do some damage, but as it stands, the 1-of going to show up. It's going to cycle quite nicely. We did get the stun on the mat, not the cool boy. You can see Gabu go in first, it's going to die. I don't think he has the memory to completely go hog wild here. He's put the X antibody underneath it. And he's going to go straight into Wear X for 4. Trash off 2. Okay, no, we didn't stun the mat. We stunned the Melga to try and prevent the bounce. Doesn't matter though, because the trash off the mat is going to gain us back the memory, and it's going to be swinging for 8k. It's going to hit a Sayo and Co. And then it's going to be evolve for 3, trash 3, go for 0, and then it's going to be swing. And instead of bouncing to hand, is just going to get the trash off to delete, and then go for the 1 choke unsuspended. But obviously that has cost 1 memory. So he's not going to be able to go for that 2nd check. Does have to burn the battle protection here. And we're trying to swing for game, but it is my turn, so Lamau. But board is clear, so it's pretty Jova. Not going to show off the Ukamons just yet. I'm going to save those for the next game. Just going to go Cressamon to stun one of them. Although, the other will just swing and take us into game 2.
Matrix Digivolution.
How's it going, y'all? I'm not allowed to use toy footage, so here is player ammo. The thing that's been helping support the channel since pretty much the start of Digimon. If you're watching the ads, you want to dodge them next time, consider joining the memberships. But for those of you interested in the thing that keeps me going and shooting these Digimon videos weekly, player ammo. Here it is. It's actually way less sweet than some of the other competitors, which makes it pretty nice for me. Delicioso. But yeah, if you want to support me, you can get 10% off on your order, and yeah. See ya. I'll be going first this time, and I think we are going to keep that hand. Pretty comfy hand. He's going to go for a mulligan on this one. And we're going to open up with the second egg. We're kind of on a 3-2 split, I would say. 3 Sunmon and then 2 of the new Gurumon. Firemon only going to be able to hit that single target, so unfortunate, but we're still set up quite nicely. We're kind of hoping, I guess, that we'd hit a tamer soon. We could go over this with the Cressamon. Like, the 1 choke is kind of annoying. Like, we could go over this with the Cressamon to get the stun, but the stun's not doing anything. So we're instead going to go into a Lekis, and Lekis is going to find the 4 and the Dianamon. I'm going to send the Ko and Sayo to the bottom because we already have 2 in hand. Lunamon this time will let us bounce back something. Degenerate. We wanted Degenerate to give us 2. And we are going to get the draw as well off the Gurumon. And then we're going to go Cressa this time, which stuns the Garurumon. I'm going to stop it from doing anything too major. And then this time we're going to use the Tamer, which is going to degenerate the Cressamon back to a Firemon. And then Digivolve into a Flaremon, nothing to pop. So we've gotten a little bit of cycle there. We've set up a Tamer, which means Coronamon's going to give us back the memory next turn, and then Lunamon can bounce it. Do have a Gabumon in the back, Garurumon, Garuru X, and Matt Ishida, so a pretty decent climb. But he does still have his 5 on board, which is a bit unfortunate. So, gonna gain the extra memory, then bounce it back, as we did say. Gonna play the Nightclaw Tamer. Degenerate. Gains us back some extra memory, so we're now at 4. We've once again stunned the... I think we stunned the Mac, because we're planning on Soraing the board with the Cressamon. Double hit on the 4s and send another one down. Degenerate, go for it again. Alright, looks like we're going to go for it. Just a single target, the Cressamon once more. We have the red sauce. We could Rowdy Rocker, but it looks like we're just going to go for Blitz. Just trying to try and keep it close on memory. And we're going to hit Kakaito's Breath again. Incredibly unfortunate how consistently he's hitting those. And I genuinely don't remember what we stunned. Start of his turn after he goes to 3. We're going to play out the Lekismon and just get a little bit more cycle going. I think that's why we left it on the 4 and we were willing to swing in. Gabu X, so yeah, it looks like we were definitely struggling for 5s, and he's just going to put a brand new mat down. So we don't get super hard punished, but still very annoying that 2 Apollomon swings in a row we've just gotten cooked by first check Kakaito's Breath. Gonna go for a Degenerate, puts us up to 6 quite nicely. Just the power of the Mem Tamer and the ability to just cycle your 4s is kind of insane. We're going to stun one of the bats with the Cressamon. And this time we went Coronomon in the back because we learned our lesson from the last time. Garurumon is just outside of the range of getting popped. I'm not sure how I feel about the fan of cards. It makes it very, very difficult when you're holding quite literally half your deck in your hand. Very, very difficult to see what you've actually got. I think we probably... Oh, we're going to go for Goodnight Moon to stun the Mat and the Garurumon because it actually stuns a Digimon and Tamer. Oh, actually, wait. Before we do this, I think we're just gonna cycle down. We're gonna cycle down first and choose not to Digivolve with it because it's a you may Digivolve. Rowdy Rocker. Gonna load a Coronomon underneath. Gets the draw 2. And then we're going to Degenerate using that effect to go into Lekis to put it as a blue source. So we're kind of actually trying to threaten a Zudomon here, is the idea. But then we're just going to stun the Mat anyway. And then we're going to go into an Apollomon, which surely will not hit Kakaito's Breath. This time it'll be a 3-check monster. 1, 2, gives him an extra memory, does pop the body on board, and there's the third one, but we're clear of it because we are at 14k thanks to 1 red source of the Firer. And now he has to push out because he's kind of dead on board. We're not expecting this Apollomon to stick around because we don't have a second level 6 in the stack. Do have GraceNovamon in hand, but obviously haven't really been able to use it. X-Antibody going to go under, and he's going to go into the Melga Ace. Choosing to trash off 2. Can't go too wild in hand, so he's just going to use that. Both the Mats have been stunned, so he's still stuck at 1. Trash 1 card. Pops the stack, not choosing to bounce it. Because in the game we played off camera, he was like bouncing it back to hand with Melga, and it was not working out. Going to get a brand new Tamer, but doesn't matter all that much. And then he's just going to play the Gabumon to set up for the next turn. 3 cards left in deck, and the main thing here is to not deck out. Obviously down a game, we don't want to be going down 2-0, especially because the first game off camera was kind of a cleanup, I'm not going to lie. 4 memory though, thanks to the Coronomon, gives us exactly enough to play Zudomon Ace for 4. And then we take out the Melga source, and then bounce the Gabumon back to hand, get back the 4. So now 2 bodies wide on board. Blocker's going to disappear at the end of this turn. And instead, of Digivolving, we're just gonna go wide. There's no Death X in Melga. Just double checking, yeah, all 4 GraceNovamons are gone, so in terms of stun, let's play this for 1, and then Goodnight Moon. It's gonna stop the Melga from getting suspended. I don't think there's any tamers to play at all. Oh, no, there is one. If we wanted to, we could do Degenerate on the Coronamon with an egg in order to then force the Evo into like Dianamon or something, but there's no point drawing here. There's no point drawing here off of it. Instead, we just go 3 wide. Guarantees that he won't have enough blockers on the next turn. Melga stunned, Matt stunned. And you may be looking at the Wanyamon going, ew, why is that there? That's not a Sunamon. Gabumon can't evolve over that for 0. Also, you may be thinking, I haven't seen any blue tamers. There's a reason for that. Some people like to add a little bit of spice to their decks. Jamie's form of spice is gravel. Ice Wall, gonna steal 2. And even if Kakaita's Breath bounced the Zudomon, we'd still have enough thanks to the extra memory printed, and that is going to take us into Game 3. So, yeah, the Wanyamon, unsurprisingly, is no longer in the deck because immediate grief. Gonna go for Cool Boy straight away, and bottom deck 3 targets, so pretty suboptimal. Outplayed at the deck builder stage, but unfortunately, we're having one of those no rookie games again. Gabumon. It looks like we're just going to have to evolve for 3. GraceNovamon is going to stun Gabu. Cool Boy for 2. Finds the Gabu X, and he's honestly going to be set up quite nicely here. Because unfortunately, I stunned the Gabu rather than stun the Cool Boy. Realistically, it's not like the Gabu was actually going to swing, so probably should have stunned one of the Cool Boys just to take the value out. It's going to go Garuru and Garuru X in the back. Reminder, he's using these both as one-ofs, playing post-ban list. But that's a lot of tempo given up there, but, I mean, he's set up quite nicely with a thing in the back. Still no rookies. So, yeah, this is pretty rough. Strip out 1 source and Saurai the board. But, I mean, this is probably just a lost game. Like, unfortunately, sometimes you just get an unplayable hand. We do get the block, but unfortunately the battle protection for the new stuff is just bottom deck 2 things. They don't have to be the same level. Incredibly brain dead. I actually thought he didn't have battle protection here because they're not of the same level in Trash, but no. I did not know what they were thinking with this. Genuinely no clue. We've got our swing on suspend. He's now going to swing X Evo. Unfortunately, because no sources were trashed from it. If it was the discard from sources, Dianamon would actually get to restand here. But because it is the new package, once again has the protection. Well, has the protection and didn't have to get rid of anything from sources, so gets to play around Dianamon, unfortunately. Again, nothing hitting. Would have needed a big 6 or something in security to save us there, to make this game even remotely playable. We're going to see EX1 Melga, which is going to gain it back to memory. Another way of kind of just playing that kind of memory cheat game. Gonna go into Melga, and that is going to bounce the Dianamon. Check Karate Rocker, adds it to hand, but I mean, no rookies, so we're just going to be playing GraceNovamon, stun the Melga, but 6 memory and 2 Cool Boys. It's pretty comfy. I'm trying to go Gabu X over Gabu X, but instead we'll play the game normally. Draw and trash one. And then Guru X for realsies. The game state has been preserved. The one of. Swing on suspend, 6k, has the battle protection. Not that it needs it. All of my rookies in security. We're actually up to a decent number of rookies as well. They're trying to avoid this. Swing. X Evo. And there's our Firemon. There's our Apollomon for the 2 checks. And then this should be pretty comfy. Just find any swing for game. There it is. Yeah, so unfortunate break there, just not getting any rookies. Sometimes it happens, especially on simulators, but just kind of a little look at what you can do with GraceNovamon post-ban list. As always, if you liked the video and you want to see more, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and thank you to our members for supporting us on our journey.